Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 147 of Trials and Trebuchets. I am Luke, your dungeon master. That stands for Umbreon costume. And joining me are my players, whose names are...
Hello, funny festive friends. My name is Ben, and I play the level 7 gnome wizard, Windsor Wallaby, along with his cuddly little companion, Mr. Wiggles.
Meow.
Woo!
Woo!
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm a bat. Yesterday I was
Sarah?
a guide who murdered people.
Sarah?
And
Sarah?
yeah?
Why are you
just
going?
I thought it was
jumped
my
there.
turn.
You're 3.
Oh, you're right.
You're 3.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
John
I totally jumped.
Wow.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Or was
It's
it- were you
official
just skipping it
integrity
'cause-
of John Cena.
Were you just skipping because Carla wasn't
Yeah,
here?
I think it was just that, like, I saw integrity in the corner, and it's like, well, Carla isn't present
my.
now, so I guess we're moving forward.
Wild. I think that's the first time we've ever got the intro order
Sorry,
wrong.
I'm so sorry.
That's so crazy, Sarah.
fine.
Oh,
No,
well,
no,
there's
no.
a first time
This
for
was-
everything.
This was all Sarah's plan, okay? And Carla's not here.
Yeah.
Only integrity.
Mm.
Hello, it is me, Carla, and I play the horned and tailed level 7 tiefling rogue one, integrity idle berry. Twist the bottle, bend the crank, Wichita, Coffeta, Baklava, Mystica, strip the flower, giveth the path, Wichita, Coffeta, Baklava, Mystica.
Oh, I
Rogue
see.
One, engage.
Rogue One.
Did you just cast?
That movie. Hi, I'm Sarah. I play Mira Marchand, the level 7
No.
half-elf bard.
I want
We
the
are
bat.
literally never going to have combat. We're going to find some other way of making sure we don't fight
Yes.
this episode. I guarantee it.
Yep, it's gonna happen.
Combat. Spooky.
Hi, my name is Sam, and I play the level 7 human sorceress Serenep Cinderman. In all of the wonderful times that we have spent growing together, we are now going to fight a man-made object. Because why not?
And last time on Trials and Trebuchets, the students learnt of Delnis Wraithrin's collection of orchid dust stored in a laboratory between the walls. While they were there, and after being filled in on the whole situation, the group began to concentrate the Shioran substance in hopes of solidifying a connection with Empress Terrasis herself. During this process, they learnt of Professor Wraithrin's stellar songwriting skills and hatched another scheme to return artists to a corporeal form. Finally, after a night of heavy research and alchemy, the students snuck out of the Wraithrin estate just in time for their second duel of the Autumn's End Festival. So, we see the four of you, the students known as Serenep, Mira, Integrity, and Winsler,
Smoo.
in the evocation department. Someone remind me, as my memory is spotty here on this Halloween day, did Delnis come with you?
I don't think so. I think
If you think
We
it would be
kinda
okay,
scattered.
like Mira, you were sleeping in her room. If you want her to come with you, I see no reason why she would not also agree, because I mean she would have wanted to watch you fight, right?
That's true. I don't remember, but I think that it would make sense if she was there.
Perfect. In that case, the four of you with Delnis and the Idleberry twins in tow head towards the your kind of like change room in the evocation department. Delnis, Integrity, will offer to take the twins up into the bleachers and watch them.
Yes, but can you also like try and look for my mom? I want to make sure that they see each other before anything happens.
Mhm.
I really don't want to get in trouble.
I'll do my best,
Do you know
but
what
I
she
don't
looks
know what
like?
you're... No, I don't. I've never met her.
Oh, okay, give me a second. And then I'm going to go down to my left boot and
Yeah.
and inside the shoe. Like there's no pockets this time, just inside the shoe, inside
Okay.
the sock. Just a small paper of a drawing of my mother because I
Okay,
can't afford a
absolutely.
painting.
Oh my god.
And I'm sure there's no photographs in this place, so it's just
Polaroid.
my drawing of my mother.
Okay.
amazing.
And you'll hand this over to Delnis. She'll look at it for a few seconds and kind of nod and say, "Okay, if I see her, I will make my way over and bring your siblings and we'll say hi and everything.
Yes, that's a good idea. And I'm pretty sure that my siblings are going to recognize their mom, so you don't have to be that worried.
Okay. And she looks over her shoulder at them, they're standing in this breezeway in the evocation department, just kind of like very groggy and looking at one another. Nora seems to be clutching at her stomach and looks to be very sleepy. And Delnis will walk off with them apprehensively. She seems to be nervous. The four of you, it's been a long night of research. You've gotten some idle hours of sleep. However, not a full night's sleep. And I don't think 100% rested would be a good way to describe any of you right now. As you are in your little evocation department changing room and are getting ready for the duel, pulling on these dueling uniforms and gathering your assorted materials from a chest in the corner or from essentially little locker stalls, could each of you make Constitution saving throws?
Uh-oh.
Yes, I can make
When
a
y'all's just gonna fall
Constitution
face down on the floor asleep.
11.
That is a 24.
Okay.
6.
That's a 13 plus 2, 15.
Okay. In that case, Sereneth, I even think this is fitting because you were the first to describe yourself taking a night's rest. Sereneth, you feel not 100%, but not bad. It's like a couple hours less than normal sleep, the normal amount of sleep you get. So you are not incredibly perturbed by this night of research and labor. The rest of you, however, what to say? First and foremost, could you roll a d12 for me, each of you?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
To determine
It's
the
my
nature.
favorite dice to roll, but
I love it so much. It's to determine the nature of your exhaustion.
That's a 2. I don't know if that's good or bad, but
I also
that's
got
the
a
number
2.
that it is.
I got 4.
Oh, excellent. So in that case, you are all from the night of... So the actual alchemical process to produce that concentrated material of orchid dust last night and this morning, I guess, yesterday afternoon, last night, this morning, it was just so much... so many tiny little steps that you had to keep track of, right? And the fact of doing it once or twice would be fine, but the fact that you had to do it so many times over and over and over again, it took that 14, 16 hours of intense concentration and just focus. And the moment you're not focused on that process anymore, it was so easy to begin making mistakes and you would have to start over maybe. And so because of that, the three of you have an exhaustion, which I've called Errant Mind, where your mind is just dazed and elsewhere. You have a groggy kind of feeling to you. For the duration until you get a long rest, please, you will have disadvantage on any check which uses intelligence or wisdom, be that a skill check, an ability check, a saving throw, a spell attack. Which I think should
That's
only
the
affect
worst.
two of you in terms
that
of spell
hurts
attacks.
me a lot because I
Yes,
use both.
Yes. I think the primary thing for you, Winsler, would be you and Integrity and Winsler would be your wizard spells. And then you, Mira, it's kind of just a saving throws game at that point.
Yeah.
I am literally useless.
Wait, why am I
Perfect.
affected?
Because with your wizard spells from your arcane trickster subclass
Okay.
use intelligence, and then your warlock spells use charisma.
Yes.
Nonetheless, the four of you prepare, three of you with a sleepy mind, drifting here and there and elsewhere, prepare for the duel. And after a few moments, there is a knock at the door, which I presume was not closed because there's not a strategy meeting going on in here. There's not secrets to be kept. But tell me if that's wrong.
I don't think we have secrets. I think that the only thing that I would be saying is hey, we should also weigh our flag down so they don't immediately beat us like we beat them.
I mean, I believe we're going to be dealing with whatever robotic entity had.
But I don't
been
know if it's
fighting.
magic or not. And if it just notices what we do and uses our fighting against us, it could just immediately do that.
True.
Oh, I'm so sleepy.
Same.
I don't have anything very large or heavy on my person currently. Does anyone have anything heavy to weigh down our flag?
My feet are heavy.
I got nothing.
Maybe you should just stand on the flag, Integrity. No, because you need
I could probably sit on it.
Yeah, I want to sit. I don't want to fight this big thing. want to sit. But okay, all right.
Are you all okay?
Oh, I'm so fucking tired, Serenup. We were up so late with
quiet
all of
down.
the experiments
You
and all
know
the
when
science.
you're like sitting at a desk and your head is kind of going like droopy and
All
heavy,
the time.
kind of like that.
Yeah. How are you not tired, Serenup?
I mean, with, the stuff before, I've kind of gotten used to, shorter nights of sleep.
She's built different.
She's real different.
Maybe some stretches and breathing exercises might help. I know a couple that it won't be on 100% fixed, but it might wake you up in the moment.
Okay.
And a knock at the door and a very gruff voice says, "All right, the four of you, you're running out of time here. We're kind of like eating into everything. Are you not ready? Are you just going to forfeit this one?" And Professor
No!
Haas in golden regalia stands at the door, pushing it open.
No,
we're gonna
We're just
fight.
finishing up getting ready.
We're not forfeiting.
Okay, well, everyone's
We're not
everyone,
quitters.
stop.
everyone else is ready on the field, so
Oh, geez. Okay.
the time is
Okay,
now.
okay,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Sure.
Okay.
and she will leave the door open and rush back to the field. The four of you, three of you with a slight grogginess and reluctance of just like, oh, this air of exhaustion. You know the feeling when you've pulled an all-nighter and you see the sun coming up, akin to
Oh
what a
my
vampire
God.
feels. when
Yeah.
they see the
Aaron's
sun
felt
coming
that
up.
in so
I
long.
finally
that
understand
remember
Adeline
it
now.
So well.
Yes. Like, I get why she's a bitch.
Gosh.
Wow.
And so the four of you
Strong words coming
make
from you.
your way. Have I not been playing her right? The four of you make your way to the field of the evocation department through these little archways. The crowd this morning is relatively sparse, especially compared to your other duels in that other potentiality, that blended time. And now here, back in what seems to be a regular time, a regular potentiality, the Wildcliff you know and love and feel very safe and reassured in. The crowd is thin. I would estimate there is Delnus, the Idleberry twins, two old men sitting and wearing like cargo shorts and like trucker hats in the top nosebleed sections. You
My
might
trucker
recognize
hat.
them. You might recognize them from the first duel. They were sitting right in front of you and commentating heavily on the duels. And then there's like four what looks like to be upper year students who all also look tired. One of them is just sleeping on one of the other's shoulders, and they are assorted and seem to be here for moral support.
I want to look out and see if my parents are here.
It's super thin. Absolutely. Tell me, everyone, would your parents be here? It's early in the morning. Serenepth, your parents aren't here.
Good.
Just for warning. Would your parents like be here right now, or would they be getting here in a few moments?
They would be here right now
Are
because
they?
they get up
Okay.
at the crack of dawn. And
Okay,
they go
okay.
all-
Your dad has a foam
getting up
finger
early is
somehow.
normal for them.
Absolutely. In that case, the wallabies are here and present, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. What about the idleberries?
My mother.
Or idleberry?
Oh, well, I feel like my mother would definitely be looking around frantically in the
okay.
crowd just because she
Okay,
knows
okay,
that
okay.
if I would be anywhere, I would be here.
Okay, perfect. And the marchands.
Emma is here. Iverin's grabbing her breakfast and slept in a little. He'll be here shortly.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. In that case, those people are here as well. You all see that there is a conglomeration of parents as well as the Idleberry twins and a very anxious-looking Delnus from your quick glance over Mira. On this field itself, the evocation department with its green grass, that seems that on the other side, it's a kind of elliptical shaped field. On the opposing side from where you all have your flag, emblazoned with Ogre Snot craft beer, which is also on your front chests. And on the other side of this field is what looks like a large steel egg almost. It's about 8 feet tall and 4 feet wide, and is kind of lying on its side. You could make a nature or arcana check if you wanted to look into that more or know if you could identify anything about
But
it.
those would be with disadvantage,
Arcana.
yes?
If you have intelligence and wisdom debuffs.
God damn it.
Thank you for the help, Sarah.
I was just checking. Fuck. Hey, teacher, do we have homework? We had homework. You didn't check if we had homework. Oh, fuck it. Fuck off. That was a fucking nat 20, and I had to re-roll it, which is
Nice.
no.
When we go to 20.
plus 3
Oh.
for a 14.
Is that nature or arcana?
That is Arcana.
Okay.
I got 11.
Arcana?
Yeah.
And I got an 18 Arcana.
I got
Ooh.
14 Arcana. Wait, intelligence. The other.
Arcana.
Yeah.
What?
Integrity? Or Carla, what are you doing?
Are you doing a nature check?
Are you doing a nature check or an intelligence or an arcana check?
Oh, let's do nature.
He uses the same stats, so.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Sorry, folks. I don't have
Sorry.
my sheet with me.
Oh, okay.
I'm not. I thought it was a wisdom, so that's why I gave you the option.
No.
So that's a
It's
14,
nature.
a 14, and an 11?
Yeah, I got 11.
And then Sereneth got an 18?
Yep.
In that case, the three groggy individuals, Sereneth, you are exempted from this. You look over at this large steel egg and kind of think, oh, that must be what we're fighting, and go on with your business. You, Sereneth, look over and see that surface shimmer to this egg. You see small cracks in it where it is magically almost welded together, and you might assume when it animates, it will sprout little limbs upon which it will move. It seems like a very, very intricately crafted arcane automaton, not similar to Yogg and the other kind of mechanical automata on campus. This seems very much like it is, looking at it, is one solid piece of metal, and when it starts moving, it will kind of like become molten and like shoot out magical limbs and such things, right?
Okay. I would like to share that information with the group. Like, hey guys, like watch out
Absolutely.
for this kind of stuff.
Yeah. You don't know the nature of how it will take form. Unfortunately, you do not get that information or know that information, but you do have an idea of like, that thing is going to be moving and this is how it's going to be like kind of getting around. It seems to have multiple sets of legs as a note.
Fun.
Uh-oh.
Or
Hate
like it will have multiple. And you approach the center field line finally, and you see standing there Professor Haas in her wonderful golden regalia, holding batons, looking gruff, and as if she did not get enough sleep as well. She has bags under her eyes and looks very unhappy, which is normal for her. And then also standing there, you see in kind of some twill pants and a nice cotton shirt, an older man. He looks to be what you would assume the equivalent of like in their 40s. Or like late 30s, but he is a drow, a dark elf, which I don't know how many you've ever met in your life. They're not incredibly common in all of your kind of walks of life. However, to describe for you all, he has a dark gray skin with kind of a reddish undertone. He has yellow eyes and stark white hair. He looks to have a hunch, like as if he has, or not a hunch, but just really bad posture, like he sits in his desk chair all day, like leaned over badly. A feeling we can all relate to after a night of heavy research. And under one of his arms is a like crystalline box almost. You're not uncertain what it is. And as you approach, Professor Haas will say to the four of you, I'm sure you're aware that with the absence of Miss Truebeard's students, we have substituted in a artificial opponent for you all to duel so as to keep the playing field easy and to not give the first years unfair advantage. This is Mr. Katanka, and Mr. Katanka will say, hello, it's a pleasure to meet you all. And he will offer out a very sweaty looking hand and will say, I am an independent researcher here. We've taken one of my own wonderful creations, my pet project, Cax, and we've toned it down a little bit. I'll be in control of things, and I'll play as fair as possible. I'll be trying to reach a level of danger or power only really equal to what first years historically have been capable of doing here. It's just to keep it above board, a fair fight for you all, but also a chance to show your skills and test yourselves in front of a large crowd.
If you're
And he
controlling this
gestures.
thing, are you gonna like be on the field too? Like, are we also fighting you, or are we just fighting Cax?
I will be on the field, but please, and he like gestures to the fact that he's not wearing any protective equipment, and he'll say, please be a bit more careful around me. I'll be levitating up around, so I'll not be in the way of anyone. But I am here, so please be aware of me. I just need to be in the center of the field for the receiver, and he holds up his like crystal box, and he'll say, it gets blocked by stone walls and such, so I have to be out here. But please, again, I must reinforce, do not strike me down in some sort of a frenzied dueling rage or some sort of thing. It's been known
But
to
can
happen.
we tie you down?
No.
Integrity.
That's
No, I mean that's a
and
fair
he,
question.
He like looks pleadingly at Haas, who looks down at him and looks over at you, Integrity, and like stares at you, making eye contact for like 3 or so seconds, and then she'll turn back to him and make a persuasion check, Integrity.
Yes. 21.
She'll look back over at him and say, if you can grab him, but
So just not hurt him.
it might
but
be
we
a bit
can-
it might be a bit unsportsmanlike.
Okay, but like like not hurt him, but just like stop.
Look like it weighs less than 5 pounds, Luke? That he's using to control Cax?
He
Oh my god.
he seems to be struggling. No, he seems to be struggling to hold it. It seems to be
All right.
quite heavy. A monotonous mass of crystal, probably. It looks almost like a keyboard, right? Like
Okay.
keyboard sized,
But heavy.
not like
Catapult
a
doesn't
not
work,
like
we
a
can levitate it.
computer keyboard, like a music like piano keyboard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was
Sorry,
thinking like a game controller.
No,
Like he's holding a little
If
Nintendo
it was-
Switch.
that would be amazing.
Mr. Katanka's a gamer.
Mr. Katanka will put out his sweaty palm to shake hands and say, it's early in the morning and I am in my old frail bones. I'm not that old, but you get the point. I would appreciate if you don't hurt me. I do have things to do later today.
Serenept will shake his hand and like give like a respectful like nod. Be like, of course. Like, I hope we have a wonderful fight.
And he'll go down the line. Do any of the rest of you have choice words for Mr. Katanka?
I can't make any promises you won't be caught in any crossfire that may or may not occur.
Okay, very well.
I promise I won't hurt you.
That's a lie.
And please excuse him. He didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
I'm gonna
and-
shake his hand and I'm gonna say, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night either. As like a warning.
Oh, make an intimidation check.
This is a threat.
I'm gonna
Oh
look.
my god.
While this is happening, I'm gonna look at my. friend and
You
just be like-
feel his hand try to pull out of your grasp. Oh
my
As
God.
he like wiggles. What hand are you shaking his hand with?
My right
Oh.
hand.
Oh,
So he can probably pull out of it pretty easily.
Absolutely. And he pulls his hand away. It is easy, both because it's your hand, which is not keen for gripping, as well as just the sweat slick on his palm. It's just like
Ew.
like an eel
Lubricates
out
it.
of a trap. Yeah. And he will take a few choice steps away and say, good luck, students. I hope the best for you. But I won't be pulling punches overly, just enough to keep it from being a dangerous thing. And he'll bow like 3 times for, you don't know why he's bowing at you. He just seems to be really anxious after what Amira and Integrity have said to him.
Good.
And heads away. Haas will look at the 4 of you and say, you know the rules. If you want to forfeit, you can forfeit. If you want to step out, you can step out. If you push the automaton out of the arena, that counts as well. And if you get the flag, you know this one. It's an automatic win. End right there. Got it?
Yeah.
And then she'll just raise a baton and say, her standing on the field still, and say, duel start, and then walk off the field slowly.
we're
Everyone
just getting-
roll
We're just
initiative.
getting right into it, I guess.
Y'all are taking a nap after this. I
Plus
swear.
2, 14 initiative.
Okay, that's not bad.
11.
13.
12.
Ooh, nice numbers.
11, 12, 13.
If the robot didn't get a 15 or a 9, I'm going to be severely disappointed.
Oh, Ben.
Damn it. It should have been a nice number.
I have
With
bad
the
news
line.
for you.
Welcome to
Of
sequence.
course, it's going to go first.
With a 95 initiative.
Oh my god.
No one will beat it.
Winsler, what's your dexterity?
+3.
Okay.
Aha.
Okay, everybody.
Skittery little fella.
So you all stand at the center line. Professor Haas walks with no haste off of the field, seeming to think that this will be a kind of shut and like a very quick and easy one, folks. And plus there's no audience, so she doesn't really fucking give a shit. So what you all see is that Mr. Katonka rises. He seems to sit cross-legged on the ground and put that almost crystal keyboard across of his lap, and then he raises up 20 feet into the air. And you see he just presses what seems like a crystalline button on his little keyboard, and you see that automaton, that egg on the other side of the field, animate. You see its surface turn molten, not that it heats up, to be clear, almost as if it's quicksilver, mercury, and just shimmering over the surface. Its legs form long and spindly, 8 of them. A distinct head seems to form forward, and 3 sections of the body are visible. A large quicksilver spider seems to present itself on the other side
Halloween-y.
of the field.
Love it.
It has 8 red glowing eyes on the front of its face.
Giant enemy spider.
Fuck yes.
Lord of the Rings, yes.
So, it is Cax's turn first. This automaton. And it scuttles quicker than it should for something of its size towards that edge of the arena and will jump and leap in the air, catching onto the stone actual surface and like cling there, hanging like an oversized spider, just like it is. And it stares its eyes at you and from on its vantage point will try to, you see its red eyes light up brighter than it was before, and also it opens a mouth from its pit of quicksilver. From the mouth, I need you, Mira, to make a dexterity saving throw, and you, Winsler, does and you, Winsler, also make a dexterity saving throw.
That's a good roll. That's a 17 plus 5. That's a 21, 2, 3, 4.
22.
No, sorry, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's a 22.
Oh, excellent.
I got 8.
Thank you, Carla.
You got an 8?
I got 8.
Okay. So Mira, as it opens its mouth, it emits like a little, like very odd screech, and then from its hind shoots a bit of web at you, which narrowly misses your foot and just splats against the ground.
Such a cool enemy.
And it seems to just be like this large synthetic magical web. And as it like sits there for a few moments, it just seems to grow in volume, this web on the ground. Winsler, its eyes glow red, and you all see beams shoot out of all 8 eyes and hit Winsler in the chest.
Oh shit.
That's a lot of so
Incinerated.
This is so much
Oh no,
damage.
it's like my phone flashlight.
Why?
Like,
I think I do a pretty good job of balancing encounters because y'all are weak as fuck.
I didn't say that. Oh no, I dropped my dice.
Oh, good. Maybe you can re-roll it and it'll be a lower number. Nope, never mind. I swear to God.
If it is exactly his hit points, I'm gonna start laughing.
Please, no.
Winsler, take 22 points of damage.
Oh
What
my
the
God!
of
This is
force
not
damage
allowed.
As you get
Jesus.
blasted in the chest with
Holy shit.
this red beam. After it does so, it emits another screech, like almost like beeping and booping in like a weird artificial way, like a dial tone, and then it will
my
like
God.
scoot back along the wall so that it's at the apex of the back corner. Behind, as you now look and see it, an empty flagpole.
Oh.
So it's on the wall on the very far end of the arena. Up next is Mira.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's on the far edge of the arena. How far away is that from where I'm standing?
That is
And
90
also-
feet.
90
Holy
feet.
shit.
Okay. 90 feet. And how far from Mr. Katonka is Cax.
Cax is currently Mr. Katonka is pretty much right above you. He's at the center field so that he can have the best possible range with his receiver. And so he would be a similar like 90-ish feet.
90-ish feet. Okay. In that case, I'm going to give my friends a peace sign, be like, wish me luck, and I'm gonna run forward to my max speed of 30 feet so that Cax and Katonka are now 60 feet away from me.
Nice.
I am going to strum some notes on my lyre. The hand that failed at grasping Katonka is now finally in its element, and green light is going to emit from the strings of my lyre as I'm going to attempt to cast Fairy Fire on both of them.
Okay.
So I need them to make Constitution saves, please. Oh no, sorry. I just had a different spell. Dexterity save, please.
Dexterity saves. Either way, Katonka fails with a 3. And the Quicksilver Retriever gets a Dexterity?
Yes.
It's a 13.
That does
that
not
true?
meet it because my DC is a 15. So both of them are now illuminated in green light.
Perfect.
So anybody who would like to make an attack roll against either one would have advantage. Then for my bonus action, I'm going to turn back to Winsler, who has taken the most damage, and I'm going to be like, hey, don't let these things get you down. You can beat it. And I'm going to give you, Winsler, a die of Bardic Inspiration, which means you can add a D8 to one of your rolls.
Oh boy.
Mira, you hear clapping from the stands of Delnis, and she goes, great try. and then she's like, you see, I look up at her, and she like shakes her head to herself, and she goes, like what was that?
I love the image of just like Winsler's like splat body that's like smoking on the ground, and Mira's like, you got this.
Winsler, it feels like 7 people just took turns punching you in the stomach, and Mira's like, you got it, bud.
You're doing so great.
Up next is Winsler.
Oh my fucking god. So at this point, like both Katonka and this thing are both like 90 feet away from me at this point.
Correct. Katonka's right above you, actually. Like 30
right
feet.
above us.
Yeah, he's 30 feet above you, and the retriever, the Quicksilver Retriever, Cax, is at the far end of the field. Quicksilver Retriever, by the way, like a golden retriever, in case that's not evident.
I'm trying to think here.
It's been so long since combat.
I know. Oh, hold on. I'm reading.
He's gonna win in one turn again.
All right, so he's just kind of like floating up there, right?
Katonka? Yes.
Okay, and you said how big was this device that he was carrying?
It is like a piano keyboard length and breadth.
All right. I'm going to make an assumption that he's not very dexterous, and he's also not very strong or like quick to act. So while I'm on the ground looking up, I'm just going to take a pinch of powdered iron from my pouch and use it to cast Enlarge Reduce. And I'm going to reduce the control panel that he has, so he drops it.
Oh, so that he drops it.
I hope we get a hold of it so we can make the robot fight this guy.
Oh, damn.
Make the robot beat Katonka.
Yeah.
So
it is a creature or object, and I'm going to make it go smaller.
Yes. So it gets smaller, it halves its size in all dimensions, and it becomes 1/8 the weight, if I recall properly, Winsler?
Let's see.
Now we can get a hold
reduced
of
to
it.
1/8 of normal, yeah.
Okay. Now it's very small. I will make a dexterity save as him with advantage because he's holding on to it very tightly, so that he does not drop it, okay? And it'll be against your spell save. How is a 17?
Damn, that beats it. Of
Okay,
course it does.
he's holding now a keyboard-sized keyboard, like a computer keyboard-sized keyboard almost, or I guess a wider one. Never mind, I don't actually know what the size of piano is. What is a musical instrument? He's holding a half-size keyboard now, crystalline, and he's now like hunched and like holding it. You hear him utter like oh no, this was so expensive to make, as he like almost drops out of his hands 30 feet onto the ground. Winsler, as you do this, did you want to do anything else for your turn, Winsler Wallaby?
I don't know if I can do anything else.
Okay. You might be able to move if you wanted. There's a wooden platform at the end of your guys' zone or side of the field that if you got there, you could try to take cover under it or behind it if you wanted. I
might want to take cover for now. I'm
Okay.
smoking.
Okay. Winsler runs back to your guys' like end zone and huddles underneath this wooden platform where your flag is. Yes.
Yeah. Maybe with a smaller keyboard he'll have a harder time like pressing
The
the
buttons are
buttons
smaller.
correctly. Who knows?
That is the actionable effect of this, though. He has hold of it, but he seems to be like struggling to hit the buttons he wants to be hitting.
His eyes are not good enough.
Up next will in fact be Cax again.
Multiple
Oh
turns.
my god, again?
Yes, it's going to be acting on his turn and its own turn. So you see Katanka up there pressing a couple of buttons and just kind of like cursing in Elfish to himself. And the retriever, the quicksilver automaton, Cax, will kind of like scuttle back down to the ground and poking its little head out from the right side of the that kind of like flagpole platform, looks at you, Serenepth, and Integrity still standing in the center field.
Mm-hmm.
It will scuttle 30 feet towards you. Now it's still standing by like the side of the wall, almost like a bug that you're trying to like chase and crush, but larger and as if it's trying to crush you. And
the tables have
its
turned.
eyes will glow blue.
Ooh.
Integrity, can
Yes.
you make a Constitution saving throw?
Oof. That
Uh-oh.
is a
Okay.
that is a 3. 1 plus 2.
Oh.
Okay, let me Google something
no.
very quickly.
Oh,
I didn't actually expect someone to fail this.
Oh no.
Expect the unexpected.
Okay. A blue beam shoots out of this thing's eyes, this automaton's eyes, its surface kind of shimmering in that light, and all of the rest of you see Integrity. What pose were you making when you got hit with this paralyzing ray or paralyzing beam?
Oh no! Is this a spell?
It is an action.
Okay.
I apologize.
It's all right.
to
Wanted
you.
to check.
I think I am like, you know, like when you see a spider in real life, but they're small and you're like about to hit them with your shoe. I'm
Yeah.
sort of like taunting it like that.
Okay, Integrity like is taunting at this automaton Cax as she gets hit with a blue beam. You see her go all rigid as a board, locked in that pose. Integrity. Oh, what? What's
Is
up?
it possible to I was ignore me. Hit me with your best shot.
Okay,
Fire
I
away.
did. Integrity, you are paralyzed. You, for the duration,
Yes.
are incapacitated and can't move or speak. You automatically fail strength and dexterity saves. Attacks against you have advantage, and any attack against you within 5 feet is a crit.
What?
That's a lot.
Oh
It's
my
a lot.
god.
Let me read. You
We're
can
gonna
repeat
die.
the saving throw on the end of your turns,
Okay.
and it lasts 1 minute otherwise.
Okay.
We're gonna die.
And then I think that it crawls up the side wall again and moves more towards you. So now it's on your side, on the left side, on your guys' end of the arena. Winsler, its eyes are trained on you, but it
Cool.
does not have enough movement nor enough. Oh, actually, make a dexterity saving throw as it's like it screeches a bit and shoots a little web at you.
Oh my fucking god. Leave me alone! You horrible bug!
Probably shouldn't have taunted it.
Dexterity. Alright, I'm gonna have to use my bardic inspiration that I was
Ooh,
given.
okay. Is that a D8?
Yes.
Or okay.
Fucking god, that's so useless!
Oh no.
Oh, I got with the bardic inspiration, I got a 14.
Oh, that's just
I rolled
shy
a
of it.
1.
Okay, Winsler, you feel your foot you feel a sticky sensation as your foot becomes almost glued to the ground.
Great.
You are grappled, as it were.
Incredible.
So you can make an athletics check on your own turn to break out of this, but you don't have to, right? You're just kind of restrained in that one position. You can't move or do anything else. Okay?
Got it.
Okay, perfect. And that's the end of Cax's turn. Serenepth Cinderman, what is going on? You just saw your cousin like pull off her shoe as if she was taunting at this thing and then be paralyzed in place. It's shooting eye beams and webs and stuff all around. What are you up to?
my first thing is I want to locate where the flag went.
Ah,
The opponent's
make
flag.
a perception check in that case as your
Okay.
bonus action.
Okay. Oh, wait. Unnatural 20.
Okay. With that, you see flicking in the wind ever so slightly the tip of that flag from the underbelly of the automaton Cax. It seems that it is fastened with chains to its underside.
How is that allowed?
You're allowed to do with whatever you want with the flag.
Except eat it. We've discussed
Except
this.
eat it, yes.
So, okay,
It has
what-
to be external.
So what I want to do
Yes.
is my plan is it's on the wall right now. If I can
Yes.
ice the wall and make it
And
fall
make it
off
slip.
to like try and like flip
Ooh.
onto its back and then
Mhm.
kind of like go for it, I guess.
Like a Zelda enemy.
Damn.
Did you? Oh yeah, did you see what I posted in general?
Fucking destroy
Um,
this stupid metal
That's
bug.
Ben.
my plan, and I guess yeah, that's my plan to like get
Okay,
like get
what
its
are you
legs
gonna-
and everything to just fall.
What are you gonna? So, what spell are you going to use to do that?
Well, I want to save my newest spell for
Mhm.
later on because I feel like if I show that now, you're going to use that against me. So I
Oh,
think
I would
I'm
never.
going to go lie. I think I'm going to go with Ray of Frost, and that way when
If you use Ray of Frost, I will make it so that if you're successful this turn, you'll have to be successful. Like if you're successful twice with Ray of Frost,
Mm.
I will make it slippy and I'll remove its climbing stat. If you
Ooh.
get one success, it'll have its climbing stat, and I think have its movement speed in general.
it loses,
I think that's just yeah.
it loses 10 feet.
Okay,
Until
so
the
if you
start of
get
my next
2
turn.
Rays of Frost on like this turn and next or whenever else you manage to hit it, I will make it so that it is too slippery to climb up the walls, okay?
Don't forget you have advantage because of the fairy fire.
You do have advantage because
do.
of Fairy Fire. So if you were to use a higher level ice or frost spell, I would let you kind of have that effect if you were to be successful.
Also,
How's that sound?
Also, I have like spell sniping, so
Yes.
Though I don't know if that
it's just I think that's if it's like far away, but you still get
if it's like
bonuses.
it's like
Either
half
way.
hiding. Anyway,
Yeah.
okay, so I'm going to
Regardless.
roll for that.
hit it with the Ray of Frost. Bam bam.
Bam. Making finger guns. Okay. Oh my god. That is an 18 plus 6
Okay.
for my attack bonus.
That does
So
hit.
22.
Yes. Yeah, that clears it by a bit.
24.
24.
I
Sarah
can't count.
doing math? What?
I know, right?
So you hit it in the right side, Serenep.
Mm.
Roll your damage for me. And it's like you see that like kind of quicksilver surface of it kind of freeze up, and the wall itself grow frosty as it loses like function in its front 2 legs,
Grow
front 2 right
frosty?
legs.
Like Wendy's.
Grow
I
frosty.
love how all the dice on the top of my thing is all the D10 that we used for Halloween.
For Call of Cthulhu,
Yeah.
same.
There it is. Okay. So that is a 6 and a 5. So 11.
11 damage. Perfect. The first damage done to Cax. Excellent work, everyone. It looks to be perfectly fine, but a little frosty. So,
Not for long.
Chili.
and then did you want to move by any directions, Serenep?
How far away is Cax from me?
Cax, let's say, is 30 feet away from you. It's on your side, but just so. Okay?
And how far away is the flag?
The flag is on, like, your flag or
Our flag, yeah.
Your flag. Your flag is 80 feet away from you at the very end where Winsler's kind of scampered off to.
Okay, I'll leave
I'm
Windsor
hiding.
to I'll leave Windsor to that then. I think I'm gonna move my 30 feet back
Toward-
just so that it would have
okay.
to make more movement. And now,
Absolutely.
because it has
Okay.
10 less, it'll
Mm-hmm.
be longer,
Yeah.
I guess.
So you're standing around Mira now on the opponent's side.
Hmm.
And that is that. Integrity, Idleberry. Make a Constitution saving
save.
throw.
Okay, I got 18 plus 2.
Ooh, cleared it. What does it look like as Integrity shakes off this paralysis?
Think of like it's like you see Integrity start to move her fingers, and then
Mhm.
as it stops
Mm.
electrocuting her to the middle.
Yes.
Do
Yeah.
you get what I mean? Like sort of.
Yeah, you start at the extremities and slowly you can wiggle your way kind of
Yes.
out. And then as you like move over and like dodge out of the way almost, Integrity. You see that like blast of light that had hit you almost continues and just blasts into the ground, leaving like a little scorch mark where it was.
Yeah.
Almost like you were just stopped in its path and it was still a real beam shooting out. But that was at the end of your turn.
Yeah. I would like to get up though. Is that
Absolutely.
a possible
yes,
thing?
you stand up and do such things, but you have no action or
And
bonus
crack
action.
my knuckles
Okay.
and be like, let's break this egg up.
Oh shit.
And then back around to Cax. It will kind of shake at its frozen legs now, and then look at you, Serenep, a buggy anger in its eyes, and kind of scuttle down. Winsler, it seems to have shifted targets very thankfully. It scoots 30 feet along the grass, almost limping a little bit towards you, Serenep, then you, Mira. Integrity is in the middle of all of you, though, almost like a monkey in the middle situation.
Cool.
It will walk up towards you, Integrity, and swat at you with one of its legs, almost to like knock you out of the way.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to roll?
I mean, I'm attacking you.
Oh.
That's
okay.
a 15 to hit you.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. Would you like to take any reactions to this? I mean, do you want to use your like fucking what's it called?
Hellish Rebuke?
Hellish Rebuke or your dodge? I don't know if did you revoke that when you took a Warlock class? or
No,
you
I
have
do
that?
still have dodge.
Okay.
But assuming that I am still hurt from the initial one, like I'm still weak from being paralyzed, I
Mhm.
feel like my
Okay.
body will react very harshly from being
to try to moving. Yeah, absolutely.
So I do
In that
think
case-
that my Hellish Rebuke will be cast.
Absolutely. But first and foremost, it hits you, whacks you in the stomach, kind of like pushing you aside so that it can get its eyes on Serenep. And you take 13 slashing damage.
Holy
as
shit.
it hits you. And did you want to cast Hellish Rebuke?
Yes, I would like to.
Okay. What do you need from me? And describe
Um,
what it looks like as well.
So with this, I point my
Mhm.
finger at the creature that damaged me.
Yes.
And is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature
cool.
must then make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah. It takes
That's
2d10 fire damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one.
Okay. That's an 18 on the save, which
Oh, it should
Should-
totally pass it because it's only
Mhm.
13. But so it takes half of the damage then.
Okay, so go ahead and roll that damage as it aims its face and red lights emerge from its eyes as it looks at you, Serenep, angrily for freezing its legs, and it'll try to shoot you with a force beam. I need you, Serenep, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Got it. Show me fucking dice.
Mira, you see it looking in your direction, and I think you can just tell that it's not quite making eye contact with you, although it's difficult with the number of eyes.
So many eyes, yeah.
Integrity, do you have the damage for that yet?
13.
Okay, 13 damage.
So half of
and
that.
that's half of that. Okay, perfect.
17?
17?
Yeah.
All right, that is a success, so you will take half damage as it only 4 of these like kind of like focused in eye rays hit you. That is 14 force damage as it kind of hits you in the like the hip almost as you like quickly back out of the way. And that's it for Cax's turn. Up next is going to be Mira. Back around to you.
Yes.
Do you have a great plan?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I have a great plan, but I do know what I'm gonna do. Is Winsler at least 30? Like, is Winsler around 30 feet away? Like, can I reach him?
He's further than 30 feet away. He seems to be at the far end of your end zone, as it were, or your zone.
I'm stuck.
He is webbed, yes.
Okay. Well, I was gonna heal him, but if I can't reach
Oof.
him, then I'm going to not do that.
Okay, for
Let's
Winsler.
see. Okay, so if I'm like super close to this creature, and you said
Yes.
it's kind of like sort of trying to stay on the edge of the field.
Currently, it's actually in the very center of the field since it just swatted at Integrity. It's almost at the center line, 30 feet away from you.
Okay.
Almost directly underneath Mr. Katanka.
Yes. Well, that complicates things. In that case. So, in order to take the flag, does one simply need to touch it, or is it like literally a matter of like physically taking it away
Yes.
from the other person?
You need to physically grasp it and take it from the other
Okay.
person. Yes. And then bring it back to
Okay.
your side as well.
Right. Okay. Well, there go a lot of my ideas. I had a plan. Let's
Oh
see here.
no.
In that case, I think that I am going to get between the little spider critter and Integrity.
Okay.
Because I think that she's still kind of physically recovering.
Absolutely.
And I am going to play some very eerie and very strange sounding notes on my
Ooh.
lyre.
Okay.
And I would like it to make a wisdom save, please.
Oh, no.
As I cast Dissonant Whispers.
Whispers.
Is the sound like
Why
a
would
bug
you-
getting squashed?
It doesn't even have ears.
It has receptors of noise, though. It gets a 12, Mira.
That does not make it. So that's going to be 3d6 damage, and it's going to have to move away in the other direction
Ooh.
as far as it can go. As
Okay.
It takes 3d6 psychic damage.
Mira doing the heavy lifting.
Mira's doing
Let's
great.
see.
Yeah.
First two rolls are a 1 and a 6, so that's a 7. Third roll is another 6, so that is a 6
Nice.
plus 7, which is a 13.
Nice.
So 13 damage, and it needs to GTFO. And for my bonus action, I'm going to look at Serenep, and I'm going to be like, hey, you are kicking its ass. Let's keep kicking its ass. And I'm going to play a little, like, kind of sounds like a level up tune on my lyre as I give Serenep a die of Bardic Inspiration.
Amazing.
Ooh.
So it does it have to scuttle away right now, or is that on its turn?
Let me double check that for you,
Okay.
because I'm not positive.
Perfect.
It's been a while since I've cast Dissonant Whispers. Make a wisdom save. Another creature must immediately use its reaction if available to move as
Perfect.
far as its speed allows.
Perfect. It scuttles 30 feet away. Winsler, for a moment, you thought you were good, and now you see that buggy Quicksilver face scuttling with a fervor back towards you. Not a fervor, maybe a little bit of a fear. What's
Incredible.
up, Serenep?
What is the okay? So me casting the Ray of Frost took down his feet
Speed
by like
to
10.
10, yes.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, because it regularly has 40 feet
Okay.
of movement speed, so now it's going to move
Fast.
30. It's very fast.
I'm so
yes,
used to
unnaturally
so used to it being like 30 is like the regular
30
for
flat.
everything.
Yeah. There are some exceptions. So, Mira, that is your turn. A very well cast turn. Integrity. As this thing moves and scuttles away from you, would you like to take an opportunity attack as it exits your melee range?
Yes.
Okay.
How close?
Oh, actually, I take that back. You've already used your reaction for this turn. Ignore me
F.
completely.
Okay.
You used Hellish
My
Rebuke.
Hellish Rebuke,
My
yeah.
apologies, everybody. So
Okay.
this spider, it's just blasting red beams out of its eyes, still kind of on fire. Mira, you play these dissonant, eerie notes, and it scuttles away, eyes locked fearfully on Winsler, a target that it thinks it can successfully take out of the equation here.
Every enemy ever.
But Winsler, it's your turn, bud. What are you doing?
Question.
Yes.
Big question.
Mhm.
You mentioned back on Serenep's turn that the flag is apparently chained to its body.
Yes, on its abdomen.
Okay.
Underside of it. Yes.
Are the chains actually part of the creature itself?
Yes,
Or
yes.
oh fuck.
They're like
Well,
little Quicksilver links of chain.
There goes that idea.
I
Hmm.
apologize. If you got close enough, you could probably rip it off with a forceful enough grasp, though. But I don't know if Winslow has the muscle.
Stuck.
You can make an athletics check to unstuck yourself as an
Can
action.
I do that at the beginning? Oh,
Yeah,
as, an
as your
Well,
action, yes.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm going to forego my concentration on the reduce spell, so
Oh,
the control panel
absolutely.
gets bigger.
You hear an excited gasp. All the four of you hear an excited gasp from Mr. Katonka from above you as his control panel goes back to regular size. What are you doing now?
I'm going to cast another spell. I'm going to take out a bead of niter, sulfur, and pine, and
Okay.
I'm going to use it to cast Melf's Minute Meteors.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So I'm gonna have like six little meteors rotating around my wrist.
So do those just conjure
Didn't you
from...
kill a woman with that spell? Like, straight up end a woman's
that
life?
spell did murder a woman, yes. And so 6 small meteors conjure as if from thin air. They almost materialize and grow like little snowballs of just pure material in the air. They are flaming and orbiting around your wrist. It looks pretty fucking cool, Winsler. You hear a hoot go from the crowd and say, "Yeah, that's my boy." What are you gonna do?
All right, so I've got 2 choices, and I feel like both of them are still affected by fairy fire, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I'm going to, because it lets me use at least 2 or like a maximum of 2 meteors on the turn that I cast it. I'm going to send 2 meteors streaking right towards the control panel
Okay.
that Mr. Katonka is now holding, and it
Okay.
is
We're
bigger.
gonna end this man's whole career.
Make 2 attack rolls in that case.
Nope. They
And-
need to make a dexterity saving throw because it is anything within 5-foot range
Perfect.
of the impact.
In that case, fuck. How is a 7 and a 8?
Both fail.
Okay.
Direct hits.
Okay, let me get some control panel stats pulled up from my notebook.
Control panel stats.
That is a thing. I prepped for this.
I'd be surprised if you didn't.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh boy, I need more d6.
Fuck yeah, you do.
There we go. All right, here we go for damage. Fire damage, by the way.
Ooh.
Wow, that is both incredible and awful at the same time. I rolled 2 6s and 2 1s.
Oh no.
So it's average.
That's 14 total
Okay.
damage.
That's 13 total damage, dummy.
No,
6
6
1?
plus 6 plus 1 plus 1.
Oh, sorry. I just heard the 1. Sorry. I thought you rolled like the same thing.
Dummy.
As Mira. Sorry. So that's okay. Perfect.
I'm gonna break that shit.
Okay. It seems, Winsler, you see the entire crystal apparatus light up brightly when your little meteors hit it, that you hear a bad sound. Bad in the sense of like, if you were the one holding this instrument and you heard this like, ka-tink, ka-tink, you would not want to be hearing that from inside. It almost sounds like pieces of it just broke inside, like internal compartments. And he goes, oh God, no. And like seems to stress and like crouch over in his already like very hunched state. He looks like almost curled up in the fetal position around his controller now. Anyways, and that's
Good.
your
The
turn.
Suffer,
I
Certifies a
think.
free agent now. Shit.
I am stuck.
Okay. In that case, it is Cax, the spider's turn. It will continue scooting at you, Winsler. It walks 30 feet closer. It's now 20 feet from you. You look down at the webs, which it has shot. It looks down at the webs as well. And it will try to recharge its other fun thing. Let me roll a d6 for this. It does not. Does not recharge its paralyzing beam.
Good.
But it will, and it
Smack
also
ya.
cannot get you with the foreleg. So instead, can you make another dexterity saving throw? This one with disadvantage, probably, because you cannot move very much.
Yeah, I'm grappled. I'm webbed.
Mm-hmm. You're webbed, boy.
Well, doesn't matter now because that was a 1. I got a 4.
Okay, Winsler, you are holding up your the hand which does not have the meteors around it, and you're almost positioning yourself so that you are you are keeping your balance even though your feet are webbed up, and so one of your hands is on the post of this little flagpole platform, and then a web, a huge chunk of web, just shoots at you from Cax and glues your hand almost to
Oh
the
my god,
platform.
my other hand.
So your only free hand is the one with the meteors shooting around. Otherwise, you are grappled by your hands and feet.
I'm getting bullied.
Up next
This is my fucking repentance for
next.
cheating the
Yes,
last one.
this was me being I want an enemy that can just hurt Winsler because Ben hurt me. Up next is Serenepth. What are you doing with your action? This thing is 60 or 90 feet away from you at this point.
Okay. So I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out. If you were to look at a straight line from where I am looking at this spider, is Winsler in that line as well?
If you were to look at a straight line from where you're currently looking at the spider, you would see Integrity, Mira, the spider, and then Winsler.
Okay, so I'm going to move myself, I would say 20 feet to the side, so that
Okay,
way
just
the
rotating.
line
Yeah.
doesn't hit. And
Absolutely.
I am going to cast Lightning Bolt,
Fuck yes.
but if it is allowed, and if it's not,
Mhm.
obviously I'll stick with with the original intent of changing the elemental
Yes.
to ice.
So let me Google because that is a sorcery skill.
Yes, it is.
Do you know
I
the name?
believe
of
all
it
it requires is 1 sorcery point.
Yeah. So do you know the name of it, Ben?
Transmuted spell, yeah. Spend a sorcery point to change one elemental damage type to another.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, Serenep, you could spend 1 sorcery point to change this actual spell and use that transmute spell sorcery.
Just because it's a stronger ray of frost, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And in that case, if it connects in a meaningful way, then absolutely it can knock that freezing or that stuff down a peg. So what do you need from me? A dexterity saving throw as you run and like you see Serenep kind of like slide across the grass, very cool, and like
so
hold
cool.
up a hand. And then is it a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, dexterity saving throw.
Perfect. That is a 16.
Yeah, it passes. So that means I'm
it's
hitting
half
it.
damage, which is still a lot. And since you hit it with the Ray of Frost last turn, and I said if you hit it with another Ray of Frost, and this is just a big Ray of Frost, I will say that it effectively has no climbing speed any longer, okay? But roll your damage.
Let's find all of the D6s you have in this little bowl. Whee!
Little bowl. Sam,
I got 2 6s and a 4. I haven't rolled the last one yet.
Okay.
Get that good damage.
And a 3.
Okay.
Holy shit. So I think that's a 19 in total.
19 damage. Perfect. You guys are really doing some work. What's up?
What's up?
Sorry. Sarah opened their mouth like they were going to say something, and I was like, oh,
No,
what?
no.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just looking up my spells.
Okay. I love the concerned look as all of you look through your fucking features and spells quietly on your own. And I'm like, oh no, everyone looks like they're going through a personal emergency right now. Serenep, you run over. We see you skid slightly in the morning dewy grass. You form a perfect line, essentially right smack dab down the middle of this evocation dueling arena. You raise your palm and form it into a single handgun if you want, and shoot from your palm
a handgun?
from your finger a single small bolt of lightning, which then slowly or very quickly transforms into a little shard of ice. It grows and grows in scale until a bolt of icy energy just runs across the back of this spidery automaton Cax. Its left back legs freeze in place. Its climbing speed is gone now. It is landlocked and angry, and it takes that damage. It looks to be fairly well off still, though. Up next is Integrity Idleberry. What would you like to do? It's 30 feet or 60 feet away from you.
60 feet away from me.
Yes.
Well, I would like to run my max amount and run up towards it. And while I am doing so, I would like to cast Toll the Dead towards it.
Oh.
Ooh, magic.
Magic. Okay. So Integrity, are you just running 30 feet? Because as a rogue, you can dash as a bonus action. So you could run the 60 feet fully if you wanted to. So just to be specific, what would you like to be doing?
Well, then I'll probably do 50. I don't want to reach maximum for the reason that I want some distance between us.
Absolutely.
But I am going to be yelling, "Stop trying to hurt my friends!"
And what motion do you make to cast the spell Toll the Dead specifically?
Just because I'm so metal, I would like to move my hand, sort of like calling the dead people from the ground. So like move my hand and
Damn.
And like
raising your hands up as if you were a pastor trying to elicit a response from people, or like saying rise.
Or think of a conductor, because what happens with Toll the Dead is that it rings like a Dolores bell, fills the air. So I would like
to need to make a Wisdom or Constitution saving throw.
It's a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Luckily, this thing's dog shit at that. How is a 16 though?
Oh, it succeeds.
Okay. In Integrity's head, but no one else's, you all hear, or Integrity's head, but no one else's, you hear a bong as like a loud bell rings almost and fills the arena. And you feel really cool for a moment until you kind of look around and realize no one else heard that. You all see Integrity run 40 feet or 50 feet and raise her hands up very dramatically, and then nothing happens.
My mom's probably like shaking her head. Like, what is my kid doing?
You hear Ernest say, "Why doesn't she? If she could just shoot lightning out of her hands."
Oh wow.
I feel hurt.
Is that it for your action or your turn?
I would like to prepare my my J dagger on one hand.
Fuck yes.
And my normal dagger on the other.
Perfect. You see from Integrity's belt, she opens the lead kind of sheath of her J dagger and pulls it out. It shimmers wildly in the light. And then from your other sheath, you pull a lightning bolt shaped dagger, holding one in either hand.
Oh, that rules.
Up next is Cax,
Yeah.
who walks
Boo.
towards you, Winsler. Its legs
No!
frozen.
Leave
It
me
raises,
alone.
It raises an arm or a leg as if it's going to like cut down through your head. That's a pretty grand way of saying
That is pretty
you won't
gruesome.
actually die, but that's what it would do in a real world. Oh God,
Oh, cool.
Oh no.
does a fucking 12 hit you?
Thank God it didn't. If it was one more, it would have.
Perfect. It rolled in that one, so it shouldn't have hit either
Damn.
way.
Damn.
Like, you know.
Just considering the fact that
So
a
it has
nat
a
one
plus
was
10 to
almost a
attack.
fucking hit is not good.
Oh my god.
So
Welcome
it
to Big Boss.
swings down. Winsler, it luckily didn't swing at your arm, which is connected to the platform, and instead swung at your left arm where the meteors are, as if trying to like swat
me.
those.
Another
swat
person
those
loses
out
their
of
We
the
don't
way.
need another like missing arm character.
Join
And
me.
you dodge and pull it out of the way. It looks down at you annoyed, and it will.
Yeah, I'm annoyed too.
It will, at this kind of point, turn and look at Serenep, who is very imposing and being quite annoying to it now,
Hello,
as its
friends.
back legs and front legs are frozen, and its like eyes glow a bright red. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as it's going to try to force beam you again.
Oh fuck yeah. That is a 14.
Don't forget you have
Ooh.
Bardic Inspiration.
You do have
Oh, I
Bardic
do.
Inspiration.
What is Bardic Inspiration again, please?
D8.
D8, thank you.
You roll
Add it to
D8,
your roll.
add it to your bonus. Yeah. What's
Yeah,
your
I care for you and I respect you. That is an 8.
Ooh, nice.
my
Okay,
God.
so you save effectively. A similar kind of thing. You dodge and weave, almost like a boxer. Like you dodge under half of those beams that it shoots out from you or at you from its eyes, and so you'll take half damage.
The way the dice rolled was like the number was just hidden by the cord of the headphones, and like I was like, Sarah, I respect you. Lifted it up and 8. I'm like, fuck.
Nice.
That is 12
Damn.
force damage that
Okay.
hits you square in the shoulder as you like dodge out of the way and try to dip below this
Damn.
beam. The rest of it shoots into like that far flagpole, and you hear like a splintering of wood as it impacts.
It's
And then
angry
you
at
think back
me.
to when Winsler got hit in the stomach with the full brunt of this. Up next is
Yeah, not fun.
Mira. What would you like
Hello.
to do?
Yes. So because I'm quite bad at visualizing distance,
Yes,
what
of
exactly
course.
is the distance between Thanks for the of course. What is the distance between Cax and Mr. Katanka?
Cax is underneath your platform, which is 80 meters from the center line, or 80 feet from the center line, sorry. And Mr. Katanka is floating 30 feet above the center line.
Okay, and
For
I'm
the
by-
sake of not doing Euclidean math, let's say that that hypotenuse is also 80 feet, if that impacts you at all.
Cool, great. In that case, because I'm right by Katanka, I'm going to attempt something, which is that I am going to look up at him and I'm going to like grip very tightly to my weapon and I'm going to say,
Weapon.
drop the cube. And I'm going to, my lyre is my weapon. And I'm going to say, drop the cube. And I'm going to cast Suggestion, which is a wisdom save.
Mira just pulls out a gun, like drop the
Drop
weapon.
it. A wisdom save?
Yes, please.
How's a 24?
Oh my
That
God.
does make
He's
it. That does
wise.
indeed make it.
He'll look down at you and say, that would lose me the duel, though.
Well, yes, that was the point. Fine. And I, in that case, am going to just run in the general direction of like toward Cax and Winsler and toward my friends.
Absolutely.
For all of my movement. And I don't think I'm going to use a bonus action because I only have 2 Bardic Inspirations
Okay.
left. So I'm gonna save that. But I'm gonna
Okay.
run 30 feet, so they are now, I think, 50 feet away from me.
They are 50 feet away from you.
50
yes.
feet. Perfect.
So it's
Thank
now
you.
It's now Serenup, you're still on the enemy's side, and then Mira, you're 50 feet away. Integrity, you are 10 feet away, and Winsler, you are underneath it, covered in webs.
Cool.
And it is, speaking of, Winsler, your turn.
Can I still see Mr. Katanka?
He would have cover from you because this thing, like Cax, is just so in your fucking face. So he would only get a +2 to his AC.
Well, I guess it doesn't really matter that much if he has advantage on him still. I am going to use my bonus action to send 2 more meteors streaking towards his control panel.
Perfect.
And to make sure I also absolutely get rid of it, I'm going to also cast at the same time Produce Flame.
Oh my god. Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead and make your attack rolls with advantage
So
for
Produce
the
Flame will just be a spell attack. The other ones is a Dexterity save.
So the spell attack for Produce Flame, remember, is at a disadvantage, but then that's canceled out by Mira giving you advantage because of your exhaustion. So it's just a straight roll for that one. And then he will make the Dexterity save against the... One's a 13 and the other is a 6.
Neither of those make it.
Okay, so roll
and
damage.
I rolled 24.
Oh, fuck.
Actually,
yeah.
not a 24, 25.
That hits.
Nice.
That hits hard, and that is into the actual control panel itself.
Yes, so
Okay,
I need to roll
absolutely.
damage for
Yes, please.
the meteors. Okay, that was really shit. And I need 2d8. That was also incredibly shit. Wow, my luck is so bad. I rolled 3 2s and 3 1s.
Oh my gosh.
So that's 9 damage, 9 fire damage.
And that's for everything, then?
That was for everything.
Oh, Ben, that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
This also makes Amika look like the weakest person in the world.
Yeah,
Like these
yeah.
are just like slight like this is when you're cooking like bacon and like the oil spits on you. That should not kill a person.
No. It fucking hurts, though.
I'm rolling so poorly.
So all of you see these little meteors curve around Cax, as well as a little flame hurled over Cax's body, which illuminates that quicksilver surface a little bit in like a very mesmerizing kind of way. It's almost moving slower now because of all the frost that Serenup has like blasted it with, but nonetheless those meteors impact the controller as well as that little flame. The flame seems to cause Mr. Katanka to raise his hands off in like fear of his fingertips being burnt, and he will almost wiggle them in the air mischievously as he waits for the fire to dissipate. The 2 little meteors that impact seem to make those same clunk clunk noises, and you hear cracking of crystal inside. You think, Winsler, one more of those, like a good solid hit, might be enough to break that thing.
Oh my god.
But the rest of you are still concentrated on Cax, whose turn it is. He will
I'm
look
gonna
down
die
at you,
now.
Winsler, and just try to like, now knowing your strategy of not trying not to hit your meteor hand, will just kind of like come in for like a horizontal hit against like your waist, right? And try to like knock you into the actual post of the flagpole platform. And that is a natural 20.
Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Time to die.
That
Well, you're
is
gonna-
going to be...
You're gonna be
Time to
fine.
sleep
You'll,
in the infirmary.
you're gonna go,
No, I'm, like,
you're gonna-
actually
you're gonna
fucking
go
dead.
You're gonna go take a nap. It's fine.
The rolled damage, and then the bonus. So that Winsler is going to be 22 damage.
Again,
Oh my
22
gosh.
damage
Damn.
again.
Oh, was that the same amount as the force damage?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
How many hit points
How
did
many
you
hit
have
points do you
before
have?
then?
I had 9.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So
you
I'm
you
out.
got- Okay, so you all see Winsler just get... As soon as that like thing contacts him and then makes a significant impact, you hear like Winsler go, "Oh!" and like let out a gasp as you get hit and get winded once more, and then you vanish in a lovely puff of what color smoke?
Green.
Green smoke, and it leaves the logo imprinted Ogre Snot.
Oh my God.
As
Ew.
he fades away, and then Cax's arm kind of like follows through and hits into that actual post.
And then
It
Winsler's
will-
father yells.
Winsler's follows
My
like,
son!
"Oh, my son!" Yes.
Damn, I'm the tank here.
Damn.
And then it will turn back around, clicking and letting out another one of those like almost mechanical beepy screeches. It will look at you, Integrity, who is standing just 10 feet in front of it, and it will reach out, almost trying to like jab at you.
Uncanny dodge.
With its leg. Oh, uncanny dodge.
As reaction?
Can
I not
let me
dodge?
attack? Well, let me attack first.
Okay, attack
before you
me.
freak
But-
out. What if it misses? You can uncanny dodge now before I even know if it hits
No,
you.
attack me first, and then...
Okay. That's a 14.
Oh, that totally hits. So I'm gonna dodge.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hang on. What's your AC, Integrity?
My AC is 14.
Oh, okay. So in that case, that's perfect, because what Mira is then going to do is that she, like, seeing Integrity about to get attacked, is going to basically what she's gonna do is like jam some notes that like create the visual of like the sheet music and like the treble clef like shooting toward the spell to almost create like a physical shield. And I'm going to use my skill Cutting Words, where I can use my reaction to subtract a bardic inspiration die from an enemy roll. And it doesn't matter what this number is,
God,
because either
Mira's
way, it was a 1, but that doesn't fucking matter.
no.
Okay, so the effect of this is like there's a physical or a magical manifestation of this music that you shoot out, right, Mira?
Yes.
And so that travels in a little wave, and you're like, oh my god, is it gonna make it in time? And the leg shoots out, and then like Integrity, you're like almost cringing back in fear as like this pointy, sharp metal leg just juts out at you like very, very quickly. And then this music note just jumps in the way and makes a beautiful little like ding, like
a
lyre
triangle.
note. Yeah, or like a triangle getting hit really loud, and then it like bounces off and like rebounds. It will look over at you, Mira, and with all its 8 little buggy eyes, looks angry at you.
Oh no, don't look at me, I can't fight.
And finally, I get to make 2 4-leg attacks and use a beam. So it'll blast you with its force beam. Mira, please make a dexterity saving throw.
No, don't do that. What is that? That's an 11 plus some number, which is a 5, which is a 17. 11 plus 5? 16.
16. So that just makes it. So you will take half damage, though.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, but it's halved, so it's fine.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, you're cringing, I'm afraid.
That is 23.
Damn.
Yeah, that's halved.
Oh
What
my
the
gosh.
fuck?
Cool.
It's 5d10.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So this blasts you. What's Mira's like physical response to getting hit? It's force damage, and it's just like this red beam of light that just shoots into your gut.
I think that it like sort of like pushes her back, not in the sense that she
Yeah.
falls over, but like she stumbles back a couple feet and like
Yeah.
holds onto her tummy and looks up and goes, "Ow!"
I love the idea that this is as you're saying, no, don't look at me, I can't, and then it hits you, and you're just like,
Yeah.
no, I can't fight. Okay, perfect. In that case, it is now Serenup's
Serenep, I
turn.
think. Yeah.
Yes, Winsler, I'll take you out of initiative order, bud. Winsler, you come to. You're sweaty and in the like the prep room, the locker room, and like infirmary workers just standing over you, their hands glowing, and they go, "Great try." Anyways, Serenup, what are you up
Wow.
Okay, so can I like looking at this creature? Can I see what condition it's in currently? Like,
to? It looks to be healthy, quite healthy.
Cool.
and four of its legs are frozen.
Yes. The only notable thing about its condition right now is that half of its legs, the front right two, the front right two and the back left two are like frozen, almost solid, stretched out completely. So it's like hobbled, like limbs enable it to not climb anymore.
Okay. And how far away am I from? I forget his name. The controller.
Mr. Katonka.
Katanka. How far am I?
You are 30 feet away from him because he's at the center line and then up a little bit.
Okay. Okay. I think at this point in the fight, it's become clear that the creature is not going to try and win based on taking the flag, but by taking us out.
Yes.
So,
that seems very clear.
Going back to a trick I used before, I am going to use levitate on myself. Use
Ooh.
my trident
fork.
to propel
Yes.
myself into the air, and I'm going to try and grab the controller from Mr. Katonka.
Okay, can you read the spell Levitate for me? Just so that we can... I feel like this happens every single duel.
One creature object of your choice that you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration. The spell can levitate a target that weighs up to 500 pounds. An unwilling creature that succeeds on a Constitution saving throw is unaffected. The target can move only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object. So that's why the javelin's push my...
So you levitate yourself just a couple inches off the ground and then stick your extended fork into the ground and almost pull on it and push it, jettison yourself as an astronaut
I'm catapulting
in an action
myself.
movie would. Yes, towards Mr. Katonka. Make an athletics check to grasp that thing from his hands. And he will make a contested one.
Okay. I no longer have Bardic Inspiration. Just want to check.
No, you do not.
Okay.
Mira's using that for Mira now.
No, I used it for integrity.
Not like you can use it on Winsler anymore.
Poor guy.
That's a 16 plus 1, 17.
Okay. You, Serenep, launch yourself in the air and grab this keyboard-sized crystalline object from him. It's a lot heavier than you thought it would be. It's probably 45 pounds or so. And you grasp it out of his reach, and he goes, please don't drop that.
Oh no, she's holding it securely to her body. She's not gonna destroy it, but she's gotten it now.
Yeah, but you continue shooting past him as he spins, also levitating in the air, looking at you. It would touching his face and sweat dripping from his nose, and he looks at you incredibly worried and reaches out hands and please don't drop it. And as you hold it, Serenep, it slowly loses any magic that was being imparted into it by Mr. Katonka. You all see the automaton known as Cax on the far end of the field kind of stop moving. The quicksilver finish disappears. It doesn't turn back into an egg, but it is offline for right now, while Serenep has the controller. Integrity,
Yes.
you are 10 feet away from it.
Yes.
What would you like to do?
Considering how Katonka is busy,
Yeah.
I would like to. Can I make a sneak attack? Is that
And so integrity.
yes?
The
The spider's
automaton
gone.
is deactivated.
Okay.
You see on its abdomen a juicy tender's point, a flag just there, ripe for the picking for someone strong enough to rip it bodily off of it. But you can pull out your knife and make a sneak attack if you want.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. I think just for fun, because she wants to look cool in front of her sibling.
Yes.
Obviously, she's
Oh.
going to grab the. She's going
Flag.
to grab the flag, and as she walks up towards the flag,
Slowly and ominously.
Integrity is going to use the dagger to slice towards the middle.
Yeah.
Think of Ruby Lane, slicing the
God.
walls. But
Okay,
instead,
yeah.
it's Integrity.
Yeah, cool. So you, Integrity, just very coolly make a performance check for me to see if you're actually cool.
That is a 16, 14 plus 2.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
Integrity walks up. She stumbles slightly in her tiredness, but when she actually makes it to the automaton, to Cax, she pulls out one of her knives. Which one?
The dagger. The jade dagger.
Okay, you hold in your hand the J dagger and run it very smoothly and efficiently, as if this is a skill that you've finely honed over time and are quite precise in the art of, and cut this flag, and it drops with your other hand. You grasp it from the air before it even manages to touch the ground and hold it aloft. Do you say anything?
We won!
And then there's a small clamor from the crowd as people clap. A couple more people did arrive, at the tail end of this. Yes.
I'm not even just holding it up. I'm
waving it around.
like a lasso.
Yeah. Like a lasso. You hear, Serenep particularly, you hear Mr. Katonka go, "Oh, no." And then you all hear Professor Haas lift that baton and say, "Duel over." And you can all kind of Serenep, you can levitate back down to the ground. Mr. Katonka does as well and rushes over to you to grab that controller from you. He goes, "Oh, is it okay? Is everything okay? I'm sorry. Did I go too hard on you all?" And
Yes.
He'll grasp it from your hands.
Oh, yeah.
Integrity yells that when he says that.
Okay, absolutely.
Like,
Mira, are you doing anything particular?
I'm clapping and cheering.
Okay.
I have never been on the field having won a duel before. This is very exciting.
Well, you actually have, and you just started laughing like a nerd.
Okay, that doesn't count. That does not count. I'm also
Winsler.
blowing Delmas a kiss.
Oh, absolutely. She'll catch it like a dork and hold it close to her.
Oh,
Yeah.
dorky.
Very
beautiful.
dorky. Winsler, you hear a quiet commotion from outside. The infirmary worker looks down at you and says, "You want to go out there?"
No, I think I'll let them have their little bit of the fun out there.
They'll pull from their waist like a little potion, a red potion it's in like a little skull bottle, and they'll just hand it towards you and say, "Drink this. You'll be fine in like 5 minutes, kid. I'm going to go have a cigarette outside. Yell if you need me." Cool. And they'll just walk out of the room, leaving the door open. Winslow, do you want to drink that skull bottle potion?
I'll sort of look at the bottle, like sort of like self-reflectively before uncorking it and then taking a swig.
Okay. As you look at it, the
It's fucking
expiry date on
poison.
this healing potion is kind of like a bit funky. It like expired
What the
2 days.
fuck?
It expired like 2 days ago.
Oh my god.
It's
It has a
probably fine
bit
as
of-
long as it doesn't smell
Well, I
off.
mean, it's a healing potion.
Yeah.
It's probably fine, but still, ew.
Yeah, it smells a bit like overripe raspberries as you swig it down and kind of have a deflated moment alone in here as people cheer. The three of you, though, stand on the field. Haas walks over to you, Integrity, as you all group at the center line and will say, "Good work." And then
I'm going
walk
to-
away from you very briefly.
Okay, cool. I guess I can't reply to you then.
You can say something as she walks away.
No.
Okay. And Mr. Katonka will congratulate you all as well, saying, "Oh, that was an excellent showing. The other first years didn't really get what was going on. They just tried to fight it, and they didn't really use their brains. I don't think they even knew there was a flag in play or anything like that. So nonetheless, congratulations." And he'll offer an even sweatier hand out to you all now. Hesitantly to you, Mira, because he's still kind of scared of you.
I'll shake it, but I'll shake it like I can't shake it that firmly. I don't have like a firm grip, but I'm gonna shake it as firmly as I can and just like look him directly in the eye. I will smile.
Absolutely. And the other two of you can shake his hand as well. He clears the field. He walks over first to Cax and seems to like push some buttons like a weird hacker in a 80s movie, and then Cax stands bolt upright, turns back into an egg, and then starts levitating like an inch off the ground, and then follows him off of the field. A small fanfare can be heard by all of you as a quiet like plays from the side breezeway. And you see standing here a man who was not here at the start of the duel. He seems to have arrived late. One Headmaster Crow. He's dressed in fine black and gray and white robes. He has dark skin and nicely manicured hair and a slight amount of facial hair. It looks precisely like he just got out of the barbershop.
That's better than who I thought it was gonna be.
And he will walk forwards, hands raised to the small crowd. There's maybe like 20-some people here now as they kind of funnel in for the next duel that's going to happen. And he'll say, the winners for the first year, Wildcliff School of the Arcanes, most esteemed first years, winning our spring dueling session easily, winning the first round in record time, and now beating our wonderful staff's automata with no problems, a quick and easy breeze.
There were some problems.
I wish, Mira whispers quietly to her
Yeah.
friends, I wish nothing for the best for the four of you. And he leans in a bit and doesn't say this like in a performative way. And he goes, "Where is Winslow Wallaby?"
Dead.
Like we said, some
Probably in the infirmary.
Okay.
for the
let
building.
him rest for a moment. And then he'll say, I would like to award to the 4 of you, the 3 of you, and then he'll look around for another quick second and then lean in and say, where's your mentor?
Dead.
Sick.
Make deception checks, Mira and Serenup.
He made
Integrity
the
doesn't
joke
have
that
to.
he felt like death because he's just so sick right now.
That's another fucking 11 plus
7.
7. 18.
15.
He probably knows that I'm joking, though. Like, of course Winsler's not dead.
Because, like, you said it twice for a joke reason, so I think it works. I don't think Pebble equals dead.
Mm-hmm. And he'll kind of squint a little bit at that Serenup when you say sick, and Integrity goes, dead. As if there's a grain of truth here. Mira seems slightly more convincing, however, so he backs off and doesn't approach it at the moment. But he will stand up full and then gesture with a sweeping hand to the one and only Kenneth Horse Wrangler, who is pushing with white gloves a small cart upon which is a big bowl. Not the bounty bowl, but a little cup, almost a cup trophy, and it is full to the brim with some golden coins. And it says, winners of the first year duel, Autumn's End Festival, 954 RA. And then Crow will say, to the 3 of you and your 4th member currently resting his weary body after a long and arduous duel,
So now it's long and arduous.
I award to you the sum of 429 gold pieces and this wonderful commemorative trophy, presented on behalf of Crow Mercantile Corporation and our wonderful sponsors, such as Ogre Snot, Craft Beer.
Oh my god.
Thanks,
And yes, the people clap. You all have 429 gold pieces to share.
Oh my god.
So everybody gets
determine the logistics of that.
107.25 gold.
And then Crow will say, we chose this number specifically to honor the grand tradition of Autumn's End Festival, as this is the 429th year that this entire tradition, as it currently stands, is being practiced. So I thank you, our esteemed first years, for representing your class with the utmost honor, and I cannot wait to see what you do next. Everyone, a round of applause for our winners. And he claps gently. Everyone else claps.
Does
Winsler, what's
that
up?
mean that for the first Autumn's End Festival tournament, they only had 1 gold piece?
1 gold.
Well, no, because Crow, was not the headmaster.
It would be very good.
Crow's a
though.
rich boy throwing around money.
And you hear your parents cheer.
I love you,
hear other people cheer.
Integrity.
No, Integrity, you say that to yourself quietly as you walk off the field. Your parents, Winsler, very quickly, or not quickly, slowly poke through the door. That it creaks slightly, and you hear your father's loud, stompy footsteps, and smell his general musk enter the room. He will walk over softly to you, Winsler, and put a hand on your little shoulder. Are you sitting on the bed, or like lying
Sitting
there?
up.
Okay. He'll put a hand on your shoulder, kind of take a knee next to you, and he'll stroke his beard with one hand and hand on your on your shoulder with the other, and will say, "Now, Winsler, my boy, are you okay? Because that was the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. There was a giant spider, and you got hit, you got webbed, but you didn't give up, and that was amazing." And your mom's like, "It was amazing, Winsler. I was terrified when that little egg came alive. I was like, I didn't know eggs turned into spiders." And your father kind of looks at her for a second, and then looks back at you, Winsler, and says, "That was amazing." And then you shot little rocks at him, and I didn't know what quite was happening, to be clear with you, but I knew I was excited. And that's 90% of it, I'd imagine. But are you okay? Because you looked a bit hurt.
He sort of doesn't really look them directly, sort of just stares at the bed and stuff, and I'm all right.
Okay.
I'm
well,
okay.
you won the last one single-handed, and you can't, you know, the rest of them have to pull their weight eventually. And he jostles you a little bit and will sit down next to you on the bed.
Right.
Is there anything you want to say?
I don't think so.
Okay, Winsler. What's going through your head, bud?
I think Winsler's just kind of sort of stuck
Aw.
emotionally right now. Probably because the first like sort of round was kind of cool, but it didn't really get to do much for that. So having like the first actual duel that his parents get to see him in, where he just gets like the shit kicked out of him and he like fails to perform to what his own expectations. I think he's just sort of like, I don't know, like really embarrassed and sort of feels a little like gloom about that because like, he came to this magical school for who knows how long. Like a long time, and he wanted to like impress his parents, and he feels like he did like a really, really bad job at doing that. And he knows that his parents are like gonna be supportive and stuff of him anyways, but like he knows that to him it's not good enough.
Ben out here making us cry. Winsler has this pensive, melancholic, embarrassed, and frustrated look on his face. But luckily, there's another duel to come tomorrow. But we can get to stuff like that next time on Trials and Trebuchets, as this is where we'll leave the students. Sarah, could you give us an outro, please, and thank you?
Absolutely. Hi, guys. We hope that you enjoyed this combat-filled episode of Trials and Trebuchets. If you did, if you want to see more combat, if you want to see less combat, if you love it, if you hate it, leave us a rating or a review on iTunes, though... ideally it's in our interest for you to say you like the combat. That would be great. Please. In any case, no matter what your thoughts, we read every single review. They help us out so much. Just share your thoughts on any podcatcher app that you use. If you would like to see teasers, fan art, and other cool exclusive content like maps, you can follow us on Instagram or Twitter at Trials and Trebs. We also have a Discord server where you can chat with us and other listeners. You can find the link to that in the episode descriptions. Finally, for those of you who want to be extra generous and just give us that extra little bit of support, you can support us on Patreon at patreon.com/trialsandtrebs. That helps us more than you know, and if you do, you get really cool perks like getting to listen to blooper reels, getting to see DM notes, in some cases even getting to make an NPC who belongs to the school. It's super, super cool and super fun, and it helps us, keep the lights on, afford hosting fees, pay some of our bills, get equipment, and things like that. In any case, we hope that you enjoyed this episode, and hopefully you will get to hear from us next week where maybe we fight somebody else, maybe we don't. I know as much as you do.
Thanks everyone for listening. See you next week. Bye!
Bye, everybody!
Bye!